Matt, your house is beautiful. You live in a great neighborhood and a huge lot, but they don't like the tea. Those were the words that I heard repeatedly from my realtor for 6 months. The T refers to my house being on a T-junction where an incoming street comes towards my house. In Chinese feng shui, that's considered bad luck because too much energy is coming towards my house. I thought a lot of energy is a good thing. Well, feng shui is a Chinese philosophical system that incorporates people with the invisible forces of the surrounding environment. To science, it's nothing more than superstition because there's nothing proving it. I don't even believe it, and I'm Chinese. Contest chair, fellow judges, and Toastmasters. What would you do? Would you hold your ground in what you believe in if you stand to risk losing several hundred thousands of dollars and a lot of stress? That was the situation I was in. It was the spring of 2015, at the beginning of the hottest Vancouver market ever. Houses were selling quickly, multiple offers, well over asking, several $100,000 over asking, cash offers. And it was driven by 3 categories. Families that wanted desperately to get in the market, developers that wanted to take advantage of the market, and the giant elephant, the mainland Chinese, that just had too much money to do anything with. We listed our home, and me, being a mortgage broker, I thought, oh man, I'm gonna cash in. I know what my home's worth. We did an open house, and we had 30 people go through the home, and not a single offer, to my dismay, because they didn't like the tea. In the ensuing months, many other people came to my home, and I thought, this is promising. They know about the tea up front. I cleaned up my home, and same answer. Matt, they don't like the tea. I felt like calling them, like, I didn't move the house. Why would you even see that house if you know what's on a tea? It didn't soothe me knowing that the market was still going up. And as the market went up, a vicious cycle ensued that my house was like radioactive poison. No one wanted to touch it. My realtor then told me something that even made me more upset. He said, Matt, if only your house was just one lot over, or in any other market when it's not dominated by Chinese, it wouldn't even matter. And then finally, he made his best Jeff Probst of Survivor impersonation. The market has spoken. You need to lower your price. And I refused to. When my listing expired, the vultures came out. Realtors came, promised me to list my home with all their fancy online marketing strategies. And other realtors came in, giving me extremely lowball offers. And I refused. I had to hold my ground. We relisted my home in the following spring market, and the stakes went up. We upped the online marketing campaign. I even raised the price of my home to match what the current market was at the time. And the ultimate test, I actually bought my next home, now carrying 2 mortgages. In the next ensuing weeks, still no offers. I hit rock bottom. Then an old lady came to my house, walking her dog, knocked on the door. Excuse me, is your house for sale? I said, yeah, well, yes. Well, I'd like to take a look at it. Okay, call our realtor. She came by the next day, and it was good news and bad news. The good news was she loved our house. The bad news was she's retired, with no income, and $1,000 to her name. Me, being a mortgage broker, wasn't too excited about that. She came in with a realtor, and they gave me an offer. It was actually the offer of my original list price a year ago. And me, thinking I got nothing to lose, read her the riot act. Listen, ma'am, I like you a lot. However, don't offend me with such an insulting offer. I know what my home's worth. Try buying something else in this neighborhood for the same price. I'm not even going to counter. Come back with a real offer. Don't waste my time. Slammed my door. And I was just thinking to myself, did I make the stupidest mistake ever? What the hell am I doing? Then something happened. 2 days later, when I thought she disappeared, she came back with an offer at full price. And it turned out, even though she had no money and no job, She was living in a home inherited by her dad for many decades. The house was dilapidated, but the house was sitting on a lot that was set for rezoning, worth millions of dollars. Perfect for developers. She sold her home promptly, paid full price for my home. I ended up getting $200,000 more for my home than I would have for my best offer just a month ago, and almost $500,000 more than I would have had I sold it originally. The lesson to be learned is this: the money actually paid for my renovations. That's for another speech, a long one. But the lesson that I got was this: if I hold my ground and I firmly believe in what I'm doing and I'm clear on my intention, the universe delivers. Despite all the noise from the realtors, despite all the noise from the market, despite all the noise even from my internal dialogue, the universe will conspire and find a way to deliver what my intention is. And secondly, when I get clear, I have to be prepared to receive it, because when I do receive it, sometimes the universe delivers something to you right in front of you in a way that you don't expect. I could have easily dismissed this lady. She wasn't the young family I was expecting. She wasn't the builder or the mainland Chinese buyer. She was just a lady with a dog that wanted a home. Where else in my life do I let my judgment preclude me from receiving a gift from the universe that's just handed right in front of me?